سلام بر دوستان عزیز، خوش اومدید به قسمت 4 کینگدام کام دلیورنس دومون. آقا قصه تا اینجا رفت که ما متوجه شدیم هیچ چاره‌ای برای رفتن به داخل قلعه نیست، ولی در حین ناامیدی و چون که تاریک‌ترین زمان دقیقا قبل از طلوع خورشیده یهو فهمیدیم که یه عروسی در کاره و اون کسی که ما میخوایم نامه رو بهش بدیم یعنی برگوف اون عروسی هست و یک شخصی هم که توی این عروسی دعوته تو همون مهمون خونه که ما الان توشیم هست. پس بریم ببینیم راهی بر رفتن به داخل این عروسی پیدا میکنیم یا نه. بزنید بریم.
And what can I get for you?
خب این زنه گفت که یه نفر هست که اینجا دعوت
One day,
Look
when
out!
the time comes, I'll take her to the
همینه
butcher.
روش
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
دقیقا همینه.
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
من هنری هم
I'm Henry.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. We'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
آره دیگه میخوایم بریم به اون عروسیه.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samin. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Berghoff will come. That's how important our family is.
I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff, but I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
یه شغلی بگیریم.
You must know young Lord Semin, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
این داداش عروسه دیگه.
Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
یعنی یه ربطی به اون غارتگرا داره. عجیب شد.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
باش.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Maybe.
خب. دایس رو بازی کردم تو یکش.
But you can't beat me.
خب این چی میریزه؟ خب. فقط یک داریم. همینو وردار. دوباره بریز ببینیم چی میشه. یه 3 تا 5 3 تا 5 رو پایم. خب اینو اسکور کن که امتیازش سیف شه. 600 ما 900 تا امتیازم میخوام. یه 5 برداشت. هر عددی 3 تا با هم باشه رو میتونه برداره. 5 و 1 و دونه ای هم میتونه برداره. به ترتیبم 5 تا پشت سرم بیفتن هم میتونه برداره. مثلا 1 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5 6 اینجوری هم میتونه برداره. از 3 تا بیشتر هم هر چیزی با هم بیفتن میتونه برداره. مثلا 4 تا 1 میتونه با هم برداره کلی. باست شد اسکور نکرد دیگه. الان 0 امتیاز. خب ما الان 3 نداریم وگرنه 2 3 4 5 6 میکردیم. فقط یه 5 داریم. خب دوباره تاس بریز. خب
Bottoms up.
یه 5 داریم فقط. دوباره تاس بریز. حتی آخه ارزش نداره. بذار ریسک کنه. 5 افتاد دوباره. یه 5 و 1 افتاد. اوکی اینو اسکور کن. دستو بده بیارو. اگه جوری بیاد که هیچ تاسی نتونی برداری باختی. هر چقدر امتیاز جمع کردی میپره. میگم من ریسک نکردم دیگه.
My God, I'm done.
405. خب
How's it going? My wife and I are pickling cabbage.
یو این خیلی خوبه. 3 تا 2 یه 5 اسکور کن بره.
It's good for you.
300 تا
Pickled
میخوام.
cabbage drives out the black bile and
اگه
keeps your
نتونه
fluids in balance.
1050 تا در بیاره تو این دست.
And Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black bile and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with
5 داشت ولی برنش میخواد تعداد تاساش بیشتر باشه.
It may be a bit odd, but everything he says
یه
is
5
true.
دیگه.
The other day,
Finished.
he told me to give
Your
my
turn.
dark ale to drink.
300 تا امتیاز بودم ببرم.
What? You didn't actually do it.
یه یک آها 3 تا 4 تمام شد.
If I told you they
400
gave 3
خداحافظ.
times as much milk
بردیم.
afterwards,
My
you
ما رو بر عروسی میدیم
Bloody
آجا.
hell. You've played before. Admit it.
کردم قبلا.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me
پول
out.
نبود ولی
Well,
باید
we were
دعوتم
playing for
کنی
something
ها.
else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know.
بیشرم.
I
کشید
can't
زیرم
just
بابا.
invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were
ای
lying then.
بابا.
A bit. But look on the
کشید
bright
زیرم
side.
آجا.
We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
داداش
You can
عروس این باشه
still
ببین
get to
چی
the
میشه
wedding
دیگه
as a
ازدواجش.
lackey. If you make an
لاچگوش
effort.
بازی ها چیه در میاری آجا. پاشو بابا پاشو. ولی خب رپیتیشن گرفت دیگه.
What did I do to you?
بریم به کارم برسیم بابا. بیا پاشو بریم.
I talked to that woman
کیسا
from the
جابجا
pond.
کنیم ببینیم.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though.
ولی
You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason.
منم میگم
I
این
did get
ذره
something
عجیب
out of her,
دختر بود.
What?
داره ذره عجیب بود.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Samine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff.
درست.
It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it
دقیقاً
might
الان ما
seem.
تنها
There'll be
راهمون
lots
اینه
of
بریم
jobs
توی
to do for
عروسیه.
it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because
No,
it
Matt,
looks
but
like
the
Von
Oscar-
Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
بله.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that.
خب دیگه.
That's our chance.
من که میخوام برم شاهنگر.
Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I
هم
thought
با
we
کار
could-
کنی دیگه.
both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry.
آره.
If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
یعنی تمام
Log
شده.
sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm
Acha.
a noble. What if someone saw me?
آن کارو خرید 100 نفر دیدن گریختن روز که. هری کار انجام میشه بابا انقدر ناله
It'll be
نکن.
done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar.
داشت این که
As if the
گوه ریختن
disgrace
رو
at the gate
صورتت
wasn't
چی؟
enough. Oh!
اما
Work,
کار
your
کنه دیگه.
lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
والا
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
این
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
هیچ گویی برای ما نخوری دی تا الان.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now,
دیگه.
Henry. What did I tell you
وزیره.
about Bellatoris and the natural order of the
چرت و
world?
پرت
I
نگو.
simply cannot carry sacks.
چه عوضی
We don't have
ها؟
time for your spoilt brat manners now. Either we get to work, or we'll be stuck here forever.
Manners? I'll put manners on you. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now.
اینو
So I
بعد همون
think I've done
موقع
my
که
fair
کیو منو
share.
گرفتنش ول
I mean
میکردیم
it, Henry.
بمیره.
Stop trying to push
من
me.
آقا
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
It's not appropriate.
Right,
بارباکا نیست.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But
Baba.
above all, once
There
we're out of the
Mizana.
worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry, such is my nature.
She's upset.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy,
یا
does it?
گل
Deep breaths.
گلم
We'll talk
بکنیم.
about it later.
Where is that bloody ink?
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Hey!
Oh.
Where's that beer?
آرام لازم باید جا کنم. این آقا نشسته اینجا واسه خودش هیچ کاری هم نمیکنه. بی خاصیت. گفت در دوم. آها. گفت بذارمشون رو این چوبا که خیس نشه. یه دونه. یا خدا 5 تا دونه. ان آقا
God bless you.
دمت
Just a
هم
couple
گرم
of
آج آقا.
sacks. Get cracking.
آره بابا چند تا دونه کیسه هست. اوکی فقط مشکل اینه که ان آقای کمک نمیکنه همین. خدا. تازه منت هم میذاره میگه باید نجاتت دادم. 3 بارم هنری نجاتت داد دیگه. والا یه گوی خوردی. ان آقا ان آقا کجا رفت؟
Right. Listen to this.
آن یا با داداش عروس داره حرف میزنه. چی میگی؟
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
اینا الان دعواشون در میاد. درباره چی حرف میزنن؟ این کیپون همیشه دردسر درست میکنه. باید مجبورش میکردم بیاد کار کنه دردسر درست نکنه. خدا دعوا نکنه.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
آه خدا. آروم باشید تو. آروم
Calm
باشید.
down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
اینجوری
I
سعی
am Sir
کرد
Hans
ببینی که هیچ چی
Capon,
قبول
Lord of
نمیکنه. یه روش
Perkstein.
دیگه
Sir
استفاده کن.
Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
دعواش شد دیگه. زد. مشت اول هزار.
I'll show you.
بیا اینجا بینم. ببینم چی میگه. اینجا بینم. اینجا بینم. نفس. اونور. هیچ دیگه. آی. نفس.
Yeah! Don't spare him!
نمیش.
Right on the money!
این مرد. اینجا بینم.
Los geht's!
اینجا بینم. بیا برو.
No one's ever
You want to try me?
برو خونه. برو کوچه‌تون. برو کوچه‌تون. اینجا نه پلک. ما تو کوچه شماییم. بینم. آها.
Show what you're made of.
This is unbelievable.
Nice hit. Get it.
بس.
Take that fucker out, damn it.
نزدیک بودم.
That won't work on me.
3 تا تالا مشت خوردم ولی.
Nice strike. Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
اصلیم شو.
I'm all yours.
I'll show you how a real knight fights.
ایا.
Shame on you!
Let him have it. What's it to be you?
امیر. آی.
Nice strike.
Send my greetings to the devil!
یوف نفس ندارم.
We're gonna gut you, you horse!
You fucker.
اینجا بینم. یه لقدم مهمونت کنم. با چند تا میگه صاحبش اومد.
going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
صاحبش اومد. سربازرم گرفت زد. اسکال پلشت. به چه وضعی انداخته من.
This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
واقعا خفه شد.
What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
خفه شو. فقط خفه شو.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, Not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
خودت رو مخ
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child?
والا
You're in
ریدی
danger
دیگه.
of crossing the line, Henry.
خفه شو
Better
بابا.
keep your mouth shut.
سر تا
I shouldn't
اینجا
have brought
ببردم
you
هیچ
along.
گویی نمیتونی
Well, that's
بخوری.
something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
آه شروع شد.
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you
گفتم
think
که
I was
گم شو
trying
بیا
to do?
بریم.
We
چه
should have
گویی
made
خوردی؟
ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me. Just like that.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
آره تو میدونی دنیا چطوری کار میکنه.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
نمیگه رفتیم دنبال دختر بازی و اینا، رفت لخت داشتیم تو برکه دنبال ملت میگشتیم. اینا رو نمیگه.
That's enough. Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults and accusations.
Wallah.
But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
والا هر تیکه یه خاصیت.
We'll see who's proud of who.
ببینیم شاید این حرفا یه تأثیری توت بذاره. تا فردا صبح نگرشون داشتن. آه خدا.
Right, ladies. Time to go home.
بریم خونه.
But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
دوستمونه میکنه. این یارو نمش گیرام میندازه دیگه. میکنه احمد.
Isn't that...
Otto.
Hey! Mogo, Mogo!
شو. نمیشناسد دیگه اینجا چرا نمیفهمی؟ تلفن احمد.
Where were we?
تو نمیفهمی. هیچکی تو رو اینجا نمیشناسه. سگ تو رو نمیشناسه.
Go on, get out of my sight.
من کیپانم. فقط مونده درخت.
What are we gonna do?
اینو بهت بگم.
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines.
I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
خوبه من که راضیم گم شو برو
Alright. Yeah. Well, in your shoes,
پلشت
I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah.
بیا
Alright, off you go.
یارو میگه برو حال کن از شرش خلاص شدی خوبه من واقعا راضیم
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find.
بذار بپوشم خب یه شمشیری که داریم آتاش حالا رو هم بپوش این بهتر دیگه شلوار کفش گوش نشم سیب بخور خور دیگه
Not without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstone.
It's about time.
این چیه
Come here.
این چیه چی میخوای
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
و آش
You're welcome.
دل به
At least
دل
it
یه
was good for
نفر
something.
خوردیم
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
خب
Yes, you're probably right.
از این
It doesn't
نظر
get
که
much
اون
worse than that.
یارو گم شده
Unless-
رفته من راضیم
Somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is
Yes.
shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises
کیه؟
build character.
آره تامکت کیه؟
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman,
Oh.
but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
کجا هست این حاج آقا تام؟
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower, that is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Well,
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry,
دلم
you'll manage.
مجونا بفروشم
Till we meet again.
چقدر پول گیرم بیاد اینجا که باید بریم سگ رو پیدا کنیم اینجا هم که تامکته خب مین از کوستمون هم که چی میگه برو پیش آهنگر یه جوری راه خودتو به چیز ودینگ پیدا کن نه میگه برو پیش آسیابون خب این که خودش بچه آهنگر بوده بچه بوده پس برو پیش این آهنگر دیگه بعد اینجا ببینیم یه دونه موشگاهی چیزی هست نماد تریدر اینجا هست یه چی بفروشیم اون تریدر آره مجونای ما رو چند میخری آج آقا سلام علیکم
What the? Welcome. A few days I sell
خب
Were there
you and for
Oh,
10
about
if you own.
trade
and where did the
کنه،
On the
آج
I can't. Me too.
آقا به ترید کنیم
Sure.
خب چی داریم بفروش یه شمشیر دارم یه دونه مشعل دارم بعد چی مفت میخره دن کم مویلا رو داره 4 سکه دونه میخره دهنش سرویس اصلا چی بهتر باید رپیتیشن هم میگیریم دیگه. خوبه یارو که نگهدار، گیتار هم نگهدار. این بجره چیه؟ آها این برای بازی هست. خب هیچ یه چونه هم
I'd like to
بزنیم.
discuss the price.
Good.
بلند چقدر گیرام میاد؟ 41 سکه. میتونیم 42 کنیم.
Sehr good. I can agree to that. Thank you and take care.
خوبه من راضیم. اصلی چی بهتر؟ لولی که نداریم نه. خب اول بریم چیز، بریم این شهر رو بگردیم بریم دیگه چی داره. اینجا میز شیمی هست، داروسازی کجاشه؟ همینجاست. بکنم برم بقیه پس کمولا اینا رو هم بسازم بیارم به این بفروشم. میز شیمیش کجاست؟ اینجاست. خب دوستان میخوام سیویر اشنپ هم درست کنم، سرعتی قدرتی بریم تو کارش. 2 تا بلادونا میخواد، یه نیتل. میگه نیتل رو میندازی تو آب 2 نوبت میجوشونیش. این از بعد بلادونا رو خورد میکنی میریزیش تو دیگ، یه نوبت میجوشونیش بعد پر میکنی. بر اساس بر پای شراب هم هست. بریم نم آماده کنیم. خب خوش شدهش رو خریدم از این یارو. بابا اول باید پایه شراب بذاریم، یه نیتل باید بریزیم این تو، 2 نوبت بذاریم بجوش. 2 تا بلادونا هم باید خورد کنیم بکوبیم. 2 تا بلادونا، این یه بلادونا، این 2 بلادونا، یه دونه هم نیتل بریزیم این تو. خب اینو بده پایین. بزنیم بچرخه. خوبه خب اینو بزن خورد کن. داره میجوشه دیگه. خوبه یک و نیم تا شد. یه دونه دیگه اینو بزن و بچرخون. فکر کنم کافی باشه. اینه. حالا بلادونا ها رو اضافه کنیم. آره بده پایین. یه نوبت دیگه هم باید بجوشونیمش. حالا سنگلس رو بچرخون. خوبه بریم سیویر اشنپ چند تا میسازه. یه دونه، 2 تا، 3 تا، 4 تا. اینم تایمش. بده بالا. البته چون با خوش شده است احتمالا ضعیف باشه. اگه گیاها خوش نشده باشه بهتره. چی داد؟ سیویر اشنپ 3 تا، دونه 30 سکه. ایوه. خب دوستان بعد از مقداری آهنگری، بعد از مقداری داروسازی، یکم پول در آوردن، لول آپ شدن، داریم میریم سمت اون روستایی که توش آهنگر هست ببینیم چجوری میتونیم از طریق این آهنگره خودمونو چیز کنیم دیگه، برسونیم به روسی. این اون قلعه بود که میخواستی بریم توش، رفتیم زاهیه شدیم یه بار. حالا الان با عروسی میخوایم اون برگوی که داخل قلعه است رو بریم ببینیم دیگه. یارو تو عروسی میاد. گیاه هم یه سریاش برداشتنیه، سرا برمیدارمش. خب رسیدیم به این روستاه. طبق نقشه الان آهنگر باید اینجا باشه. بریم ببینیم. اوه چه نه آبو دارن میارن اینجا. اینجا هم خوب چیز هستا، گل و گیاه هسته. و اینجا هم یه میز شیمی باشه جوابه. خب آهنگر کجاست؟ ذخیره چوب. آهنگره اینجاست دیگه.
That's a fine maypole.
خب آهنگره اینجاست. سلام علیکم. خودم بشورم و بروش. تمیز شیم.
Jesus Christ
Hello,
be
Ajo.
praised.
آقا
What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
آقا یه لحظه آرام بگیر.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
خب آقا دمتون گرم که بودین و دیدین. امیدوارم لذت برده باشین. تا قسمت بعدی و ادامه ماجرا که ببینیم این آهنگره اگر تستش قبول شیم چی میشه. فعلا خدا.